welcome to Sweat It Stories. I'm so excited. I know you're super nervous, but it's going to be great. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and a little bit about how you were feeling before you came on the programme?
35-year-old mum of 3, work, and I was just feeling fell pregnant in lockdown with third baby, in the midst of probably the same as everyone, homeschooling. Just everything was just like a pressure oven, and after I had him, we moved house, there was a lot going on, and I just felt meh.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are feeling that after lockdown. Like, although technically it's like, it feels like it should have been ages ago now, but I feel like it's still like a big hangover from it. And like, it's left people like, feeling they've not had time for themselves, especially if you've got kids. If you were single, lockdown was fantastic. But if you've got kids, it's like insane.
It was because Sam was still working. Obviously, I wasn't allowed to work. So I was being mum, teacher, cook, obviously cook, cleaner anyway, but just everything. And it was 24/7. There was no break from it at all. It was just constant. And then had baby in the February lockdown. And then the kids went straight back to school. So then I was like, oh, now I'm on my own with a baby and I miss you all. Like, it's
It's like you can't get it right when you're a mum, can you? You either want space from them or you miss them and you feel guilty.
Yeah, definitely. So I was just feeling, and then we moved house and it was just disaster. Like everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Oh no.
And then it got to December, and I saw you were doing Kickstart, and I was like, just do it. And
have you done anything like that before?
No, never. Well, I'd done Joe Wicks in lockdown, but that was about it.
Yeah.
With the kids, but nothing.
Amazing. And so how long let's talk about this then. So what did you feel like you wanted to achieve when you came on the programme? Like, what were you expecting? What were you like, I really would like it if I could do this?
It was obviously to lose some weight, like lockdown baby weight. And I wanted to be strong. I wanted to get to this point of the year and not worry about putting a bikini on or swim costume on the beach with the kids in the summer holidays, and just feel confident in myself again.
Yeah.
And eat and not skip meals like that.
Yeah, I think we had a chat, didn't we, back in like January, February, I think it was. Yeah. And I think that was the biggest thing for me, that I thought, whoa, this is really cool, because you were, and I think you put this in a message to me, that you thought the only way to lose weight was to kind of like skip meals. Yeah. And you were used to like, okay, I want to lose weight, so I'll just go down to 1,000 calories or whatever.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah, and now kind of building you up to like, right, what are we on now? I can't think now.
I think you're on 16.
16, and you're going to go up further than that as well. Like, and it's like, okay, how can we pack in so much nutrition? Yeah. And change the shape of your body. And I think that's really exciting. Do you feel like you have more energy now? You've changed the way you eat?
100%. Like when baby wakes up at 5, I used to be like, sitting on the sofa like in a ball, like, oh my goodness. Now I'm like, okay, it's 5. Let's get on with the day.
Yeah.
It's just it makes you feel so, like, I feel like I've got, like you say, so much more energy. And more so, the kids are seeing me eat meals and eat healthy, and they're like, oh, what's that? What are you eating? And especially having a 10-year-old daughter, that was another massive thing for me, to get out of the bad habits, so she could recognise that actually, let's eat healthy and exercise.
So have you noticed, do they join in with you in the workouts?
Yeah. Well, not so much Faye, not so much my oldest. She's like, no, she's too cool for that. But Stanley and baby, they do. He's like, they're always in. I'm just going to do some lunges in there, Mum. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's so cute. It
is.
And it is cool with Faith as well, because 10, it's starting to go into that really impressionable age.
Yeah.
And as you said, like, her seeing you eat balanced, healthy meals, still enjoy yourself on the weekends, and and you looking strong and fit and feeling confident, I think the kids can really sense when their mum is just feeling off.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
They definitely know.
And the worst thing is if you don't even realise it, but you're kind of not feeling confident in yourself, then perhaps putting yourself down in front of your children. Or
that was, she picked up, I think I put it on my Instagram stories, that was before I was in Sweat It, and she said to me, why are you just eating salads all the time, Mummy? And I was like, well, my jeans are a bit tight. She was like, buy new jeans.
I love it, like the totally unfiltered kid viewpoint.
Just buy some new jeans then.
Yeah, shit.
Oh yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. But the cool thing is now you feel like you're in control, you feel empowered, and that will just trickle down to her.
Yeah, but she said the other night, because we've got this thing we're doing at the moment, because we eat the same stuff all the time, the same fruit, the same veg, and I was like, right, let's mix it up. Let's try a new one each week, a new vegetable, a new fruit each week. And she said to me, oh, I really want to do that. Can we get these and can we get this? And I want to eat healthy. Like that was this week she said that. So it has a knock-on effect.
Yeah, and then the thing is with the kids as well, as long as they can, we're totally going on a tangent now, but they can differentiate being healthy doesn't necessarily mean I'm trying to eat healthy to lose weight.
No.
That's the problem with the kids. And I can think about when I was growing up as well, any change in your diet or whatever, it was all had a connotation with like, yeah, because I want a flat stomach or I want to lose weight or whatever.
100%.
So it's really tricky, like with your kids, isn't it, to try and be like, okay, Mummy's doing this to be healthy. Yeah, I am losing weight and I'm feeling great and you're looking strong and you're feeling more energized, but it's more like health focused for them.
Yeah, it is. It's let's eat all the fruit, let's eat all the veggies, let's get healthy. And we went to the zoo in half term and they were like, you having an ice cream? I was like, yeah, I'm going to have an ice cream with you. But they couldn't believe it because I wouldn't do that. And now I'm like, I can have an ice cream and it's fine.
That's like great. Everything that's such a healthy way to bring up your kids. Like without anything being like taboo, you know, or you're not just like living off ice cream and biscuits, you know, getting that balance in the middle. Yeah, it's brilliant. So what would you say you're most proud of? Like, what have you surprised yourself? What are you proud of?
The consistency, being consistent. Before I signed up, I messaged Mel and I was like, should I do it? I don't feel like I could make it through 6 weeks. And she was like, you will do it. And I was so scared of failing that I nearly didn't. I left it right to the last minute of the sign off. And I was like, no, just do it. And now it's just
6 months later.
Pardon?
It's 6 months later and you barely missed a session.
And now I'm like, I couldn't imagine not doing it. So it's consistency and sticking to it and making time to do it, because the workouts are like 40, 45 minutes. I have that time. That's
a really good point. Making the time, like we all have time. Yeah, we all have different things. You know, you've got 3 kids, like people have got busy work lives and whatever, but you have to make the time. You have to literally like carve it out. It won't just fall onto your lap that you don't have extra time, but you'd have it. You just need to go find it and make sure the calendar's clear.
Yeah, and with work and that now, instead of doing school run and then coming home and starting work straight away, I push it back. I'm like, right, I start work at 10. So then I've got my time in the morning to get my workout done. And then I feel better. And then I'm not all day thinking, I need to catch up, I need to catch up. I just get it done. And it's non-negotiable. It just happens now.
Love it. You're nailing it. And I think so many people will relate to that feeling of like, I feel like I'm going to fail, so I won't sign up to anything. Or, you know, how many times have people had gym memberships and then you don't go and then you're like, I've been paying for the gym for a year and I've not even been.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I love about Sweat It. It's at home and there's no, I've got to get in my car and I've got someone to look after the kids. Like, it's like, I'm like, right, I'm doing my workout. Sometimes they'll join in. Sometimes they're in front of a screen. It works.
You do what you've got to do to get it done. And I think that's the thing. Them seeing Mummy prioritise herself, it can never be a bad thing.
No.
So even if you feel guilty for taking 45 minutes away from your kids, which I don't think you do, I never do. But it is that like, oh, mummy takes time for herself. Like Indy knows I do exercise. She's like, oh, you do workout, mummy, you do workout. Oh, I'll do workout too. Like she loves it.
And it's great. They just, well, even obviously I've got some really baby weights. So Seth, he'll grab them and spin them around and roll them around on the floor and climb all over me. And it works.
Part of life, yeah. I love it. Well, I think you're absolutely smashing it. And I can't wait to see like what happens next now. Because you've got no more fat to lose at all.
No.
And now it's like, let's creep your calories up. Let's start building more and more muscle, getting you stronger and stronger. And then there'll be a point where you're like, this is where I want to be. And then it's like maintenance mode.
Yeah, that's it. And I think that's what I tend to do because it's hard when the kids are off school. So when the kids are off, I did in Easter. I was like, oh my God, I've missed my workouts. It's going to be...
You had a bit of a panic first of all, but I feel like once you know it's okay, you can miss some workouts when the kids are off school, and you can just fit it into your life, and nothing bad happened to your body.
No, that's it. It was more me overthinking the fact I've missed it, probably done more damage than me actually missing the workout.
Yeah.
Like beating myself up.
And that's the balance of life, isn't it? Like we talk about balance, thinking that each day needs to be balanced, but actually it's like, well, sometimes there's give and take. And even if you're on a program, if it's half term, you just have to be like, well, I'll do my best I can, but that you have to be realistic rather than putting that pressure on yourself all the time. I think it's important.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, I think you've done amazing. I love having you on the program. Thank you so much for coming on chatting to me. I know we've both got babies who are napping now, so it's like
you managed to sync them.
Yeah, it's brilliant. All right. Thank you, my darling.
You're welcome.